Hi guys, Liz here. Happy Friday to you. Well, today I've got my car keys and I am heading out to go to the grocery store. But what I wanted to share with you guys is I have quit keto. I've quit keto and I'm starting a new diet. It's a high nutrition, low protein diet. I've been on it over a week and I lost 6 pounds. As with any diet, when you first start it, you're usually very successful. So I did blow it last night. I was too lazy and tired, and we ordered pizza. I didn't have it in me to cook last night. But the difference between the diet I'm on now and keto is if you were to have pizza and mess with your diet, then you had to go right back into keto flu again, and it wasn't pleasant and it wasn't fun. So this way, it's like if I do blow it on occasion, it's not like it's gonna kill me or make me feel like CRAP, if you know what I mean. But I'm loving this diet, and I'm gonna head to the store and I'm gonna share with you my grocery haul. I'll probably share the paper that shows what I'm eating on it. I am varying this diet to my liking, and like I said, it's working. I've got an outfit on today and I'm literally pulling my pants up every time I walk because the weight's coming off. So I'm very happy about that. And when I get home, I'm gonna make you guys a wonderful breakfast sandwich, and it does have some carbs, but it doesn't matter. It's working and I love it so far. So anyway, it's no sugar, no dairy. But there are a few dairy things you can eat, but it has to be grass-fed butter, grass-fed milk, grass milk. And those things are okay in moderation. So I'm gonna get to the store, get back, and I'm gonna make you the best breakfast sandwich you've ever had. Seriously, legit, it is that good. It's that good, guys. Okay, guys, I'm back from the store, and what I wanna share with you guys is I have quit keto, the keto diet. I'm done with it. It was great while it lasted. It really did help my inflammation go down in my body. I was successful in it. I lost 38 pounds. I actually love that way of eating. It really changed I did it for a year, and it really changed my perspective of fat, because it's a high fat diet, and I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed the bacon while it lasted. I enjoyed it eating fatty cuts of beef and all that good stuff. It was a lot of cheese, sour cream, dairy, protein, all that good stuff. But when I went to my doctor, I said, we need to test my levels because I want to see where I'm at. Is keto helping? Because you always worry, you're always programmed. Fat is bad, it's bad, it's bad, it's bad. And then you go on keto and all of a sudden you start losing weight and you're like, whoa, everything I was programmed to learn it's the opposite. Like, fat will help you drop weight, and it did. However, one thing came back elevated, and that was my liver function, my ALT, and then there was another test that tests for problems with your liver, and it was elevated. So they were like, are we looking at some sort of a genetic autoimmune disease that's kind of going in and attacking your liver and your eyes? You guys may remember I had blood vessels bursting in my eye, and then once they faded out, my eyes looked yellow, and so that's when the doctor was like, we need to test your liver. And I am not a big drinker at all, like maybe 1 glass of wine a month, if that sometimes, and for many months on keto, I didn't touch alcohol. So I'm like, what is going on with my liver? So we don't know if we're dealing with an autoimmune disease and I did ask the doctor, I said, could keto have caused this? He says, Liz, that's a great question. I don't know. Certainly a diet high in fat can cause a fatty liver. So I had an ultrasound on my liver. It came back, that I do have a slightly fatty liver. It could be from years of eating all the wrong stuff, and also too, a lot of people with age end up getting a fatty liver. So we don't know. So anyway, I thought, you know what? Do I really want to gamble with my life and continue with a high fat diet, even though I love it and it's great and it works, with the chances that I might lose a liver? Heck no. So I'm willing to try something else. So my husband has a coworker. He needed to drop some weight. He did keto, but he his doctor didn't recommend it. He recommended like a high nutrition, low protein diet. I don't know the name of this diet because his trainer and doctor are on vacation. That was my first question, is I need to Google this diet. I need to see if it's safe, if it's okay, blah, blah, blah. But anyway, I looked at the list and I'm like, you know what? This looks really good. It's no dairy, with the exception of a few things, no sugar, and very minimal carbs. But you can't, that's the difference between this diet and keto. Well, there's several differences because you're eating low protein, like nothing bigger than a deck of cards. That's it for your dinner, with other things. Anyway, I don't have the full diet in front of me, but I can tell you that it's a diet in which, like on Mondays, you eat certain things off the list. Tuesday, you eat certain things. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, you get the drift. I looked at that and I'm like, you know, that looks really good. But I'm one of those weird people. I'm like, if I don't want salmon on Wednesday and say I want a pork chop, is that the kind of diet I want to follow? No, I want something that's easy to follow, that can go with my lifestyle and whatever mood I'm in. Some nights I might not want to prepare like a really extensive meal, which some of these were, which got me thinking, Liz, everything on this list is good and healthy for you. So just go from the list and make it your own. So guess what, guys? I did that and I lost 6 pounds last week. Six. My outfit today, I went to the store and I'm like constantly pulling my pants up. And my shirts are so baggy, I'm tying them all in knots because I don't want to go blow money on new clothes yet until I drop a little bit more. So I know this is working. So what I'm trying to say is, if you find a diet that looks great on paper, that you know is good food and good eating, that's gonna benefit you in some shape or fashion, make it your own and see if it works. And so that I was like, I'm willing to try it, but I'm gonna make it my own. So anyway, I will put this down below, or I'll put it in the video. And if you guys can screenshot this if you want to look at it, you know, and see if it's something you want to do. Basically, it's a grocery list. It tells you kind of like what you need to get, and tells you where in your store you need to get it, like dairy, non-dairy, vegetables, condiment, fruit, bakery. You get the drift. Anyway, let me get into some things that I got. They're kind of like a staple for me in this diet because I love it. And then I'm gonna make you guys a wonderful breakfast sandwich. So just wait for it. So the key with this diet is you want to eat as much organic food as possible, organic meat, organic produce, organic fruits and vegetables, all that stuff. And I know there's times where the prices are hiked up pretty high, or they don't have much of something because a lot of people like to buy organic, and sometimes they have a very small, section of organic food, and pardon me, it goes very quickly. So I try to get as much organic as possible, but there are times like today, I couldn't find organic pork chops, so I just got regular ones. So you kind of just have to roll with it, but the key is try to get as much organic as possible. And apparently on this diet, you can load up on, it's really a lot of food. It's a lot of food, and I haven't been able to eat all of it. I just haven't. And so, but when you eat organic, you're not getting those pesticides and all that junk in your body. You want to kind of eliminate all that and then heal the body. So I always love organic spring mix salad, and I have been loving this baby spinach. So I got that. I got some fresh fruits. Now I don't eat the pineapple or anything like that, but I do eat berries like strawberries and blueberries in moderation. And I like to throw them in my salad with a balsamic vinaigrette. I've been getting like balsamic vinaigrette and like goat cheese. Like they have herbed goat cheese with basil and what else? I don't know. And I just kind of crumble it in the salad, and then I put some strawberries in, slivered strawberries, and with this balsamic vinaigrette, it's delicious. And you can have a huge mango salad. you have a small piece of meat with dinner. And then I've been really loving my sweet potatoes. So I'll slice up the sweet potatoes and I throw them in a pan with a little bit of olive oil, fresh, what else do I put? Oh, fresh spinach, but I throw that in at the end with, garlic powder, salt, pepper. I use Himalayan salt, pepper, and you mix it all up. Oh my gosh, is it delicious? And I'm telling you, these dinners we've been making, our pork chops. We get like, pork cutlets or whatever, and we get the cast iron. We put Himalayan salt, black cracked pepper on all sides, and you basically let your pork chops sit there for 5 to 7 minutes aside, and you want to do the other sides. And then once that's done, my husband he does like a balsamic vinaigrette with you can shred some lemon zest in it and organic honey to kind of sweeten it up, and you get it all caramelized. You guys, these pork chops, I was like, this is better than a steakhouse. I mean, literally last week we had pork chops 3 nights in a row because these were so good. Packed it with lots of veggies and salads. It was delish. And then wait for the dessert. My dessert is awesome. So every night for our dessert, we get some rice cakes, and my husband and I will have 2. So I get 2 each. Then I put some organic almond butter. Well, this isn't organic, is it? I don't know. I usually get organic, but I think I made a mistake and just got the regular freeform almond butter, Nature's Promise. But anyway, you mix this up really good, and then you put it on top of your rice cake. Then you get, these are organic bananas. I get one organic banana, and I split it between my husband and I. And I cut them in little slivers, put them on top of the almond butter. Then you get some organic raw unfiltered honey and just slightly drizzle it over the top. I'm telling you, we'll watch a movie and we will sit there and crunch on our little rice cakes with almond butter and the sweetness from the honey and banana. It's delicious. I don't even miss sugar or bakery items or anything like that. This is now my go-to for a sweet treat, and it's good for you. So anyway, now let me get into the dairy. Okay, so for dairy, I told my husband, are we gonna have to give up coffee or cream? And I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can give up my cream and my coffee. And he says, no, the trainer said you can have a little bit of organic, half and half, but it has to be grass milk. So this is what I get. And I throw that in my coffee every morning. This is good for you. And then for my kids, I get them grass milk. We get the whole milk because, I don't know, it's 100% grass-fed, no grain, organic whole milk with omega-3, and they like it. So if I want to do some steel oats, like oatmeal, I may heat up some of this whole milk, throw my steel cut oats in, and then I add cinnamon and organic honey. What else do I put in there? And a little bit of a grass-fed butter, just one little, little cut from the butter, and mix it all up. My kids love it. And then I may take the half and half and just pour it around the edge just to kind of cool it down, and then they mix it up. They loved it the other day. Throw some strawberries, some blueberries, or bananas on the top, and you are good to go. Yeah, so let me get into the bread now. Okay, so have any of you guys heard of Dave's Killer Bread? This is all new to me because I haven't had bread practically in a year from being on keto. But on this diet, you're allowed to have Dave's Killer Bread, but only one a day. So I went to the store and I found Dave's Killer Classic Organic English Muffins. Looks like this. And I also got one, this is called Rockin' Grains, 20 grams of whole grains. This bread is good for you guys. Go Google it. There's YouTube videos on it. It tastes amazing, amazing. And I guess some of them are, it's sprouted. It's really good for you. So instead of doing an egg sandwich now, I do an egg white sandwich, and I just get the ones in the carton. And you'll see, I'm gonna make you a sandwich, and it's, you guys, it is delicious. I made it for my daughter yesterday, and she was like, oh my gosh. I also have other daughters who don't like avocados or guacamole, and I make guac for this breakfast sandwich that is amazing, amazing. So let me get into it. I know I'm kind of like all over the place. It's because I don't have the sheet in front of me that goes through the days of the week of what you're supposed to eat, because like I said, I'm just going off the grocery list and making it my own. But this sandwich, I make it every single morning because it's that good and it's that tasty. And who doesn't like a good meal, right? That tastes good. I have this every single morning and I'm losing weight. So let's cook. Let's do this. And you can use a little bit of Kerrygold butter, and it's pure Irish butter. It's good for cooking and baking, but usually when I do my breakfast, I just take a little sliver of it just before I pour my egg whites in, and that's perfectly fine. And like I said, I'm still losing, so make it your own, make it work for you. And then one more thing, you want to drink lots of water. So I try to get at least, this diet says drink 8 ounces of water up until like 6 o'clock. And that's easy, that's a cup an hour. So, you know, it's really good for your body. But anyway, I try to get at least 3 of these in a day. I try. Not always successful, but I'm still losing. I know I'm all over the place here because I've got my groceries scattered all over the counter. But anyway, we get these pork chops, and we've got a family of 6. So I'm used to buying like 2 packs of meat. And because we've cut our portions down, I can get away with 1 pack, you know, and we can cut them or do whatever we have to. But the key really is load up on your vegetables, load up on your fruit, go sparingly with your pork or your meats, and go big on your salads. Go big or go home, you know? That's really all you have to do. And then stay away from sugar. Sugar's the enemy. Or get yourself some ground turkey, make some really delicious turkey burgers. Throw in some spinach, throw in some like cilantro, throw in some seasonings, and make a really good, or you can add onion if you want. I'm not an onion person, but you know, make a really good patty and then load up with your, you know, vegetables and your salads. It's organic asparagus roasted on a cast iron pan or grill with olive oil and seasonings. So good, so good. And then I get these all whites, 100% liquid egg whites, cholesterol, fat-free food. And so that's what I'm gonna use with some garlic, salt, and pepper. And yeah, watch what I do. Oh, hot sauce, yum. Okay guys, I hope you can see me. The first thing I'm gonna do to make the key to making this good guacamole, so I'm gonna cut my lemon, and then, actually I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to zest it into this bowl. That's what I should have done first. But I'm getting some lemon zest in this bowl, and it makes the guacamole super tangy and delicious. So you can see I've done 2 sides, and then I just squeeze a good portion of the lemon juice in the bowl. And I set that aside. Then I've got to get my avocado. All right, now I've got in my organic avocado. So I'm just gonna cut this in half. Take my spoon and get the avocado right in the bowl. This is so ripe, like it's not gonna take any time at all to smash it up. And this is for my breakfast sandwich. Then I'm gonna take some garlic powder, sprinkle that on top. You guys, have you tried Slap Ya Mama? So good. I love anything with a Cajun taste to it. It's like a Cajun seasoning. So I put a little bit of that on top. And then a little grind of Himalayan pink sea salt. And that's it. And I start mashing. And that's all there is to it, to this guacamole. It's just a simple guac for my breakfast sandwich. It is so, so good. If you guys can, try this, because this is gonna be like the spread that I put on top of my English muffin. It's gonna spread right on like butter. I'm gonna give it a little taste. Oh my gosh, so good, so, so good. Love it. So you can see I brought my toaster out, and I'm just gonna open this bag of Dave's Killer English muffins. I actually think these taste way better than an English muffin. So I'm just gonna cut it and go put it in the toaster. I start it and then I start my eggs. So let me get this started. So I'm putting this on low, and I've got a little sliver of butter, and that is gonna go in the pan. And then I love cooking my eggs, and I use one of these to kind of mess with my eggs and move them around. But I kind of give this like a good shake. Gotta get my butter melted. And this is that Kerrygold butter I told you guys about. Now that it's melted, take my egg whites and then just pour them in. Then I take my organic garlic powder and slap your mama, and I just lightly sprinkle it in. I kind of let it heat up, and then I start kind of moving the egg around, and you'll see what it does. It cooks it very quickly. So I kind of move the eggs forward, if you guys can see. I move them forward like this, and then I let the egg that hasn't cooked kind of run over there. And I just keep doing that, and it cooks it really fast. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. The key is get under there and then flip it. And it flips just fine. See? I don't know if you guys can see it. But anyway, once I get that flipped, I add a little bit more Slap Ya Mama. Just a little bit of sprinkle here and there. Then I take my hot sauce, Cappuccino. I love this stuff. If you don't like spicy foods, don't omit this. And then I just kind of do a couple splashes on top. So good. And really, it's pretty much done. And then what I do is I take this and I flip it over like this. Then I flip it again. So it's gonna go right on top of your English muffin good. just like that. Now, let me go get a tomato. I've got an organic tomato, and I'm just gonna slice up a couple slices to go on top of my sandwich. Now I've got my organic spinach, and I'm just gonna take a little handful of spinach, and I'm gonna cook that down. And actually, where's my garlic powder? I like to put a little bit, oops, that's not mine, that's my new one, shoot. Put a little bit of garlic powder, just a little splash of Himalayan sea salt, and then kind of turn it. It doesn't take very long at all. Now, if you guys don't like spinach, don't put it on there, but I think it tastes delicious. This is like the perfect garden breakfast sandwich. It's so good. And I didn't use butter, I didn't use olive oil, I just put it in the same pan after that I cooked the eggs in. Okay, so that's all there is to that. Now we assemble. All right guys, so I've got my English muffins here. And what I like to do is take the guacamole, and I give myself a generous helping of the guac because I love guacamole. You know how everybody's into avocado toast and putting avocado on everything? I love this on my breakfast sandwich. Okay, now I take my egg whites, see? Sorry, and I put that on top of the guac. Then I take my tomato and put that on. And then, where's my spinach? And then I put my spinach. I can tell you right now, it smells amazing. And check that out, guys. That, my friends, is breakfast. With a nice cup of coffee with some grass milk. Grass, half and half. I mean, seriously, I wish you guys were here to smell it. But instead of having bacon and eggs or bacon and sausage, which is what I had on keto all the time, this is what I'm having. I would much rather have this. Shall I take a bite? Shall I? It's gonna be messy. It is so messy, but so good and so worth it. Hey you guys, look at that. Oh my gosh. So good. Y'all have to try my guac. That lemon zest and the squeeze of the lemon in it is so good. So good. I'm telling you guys are gonna love this if you try it. So good. If you don't want the carbs, you could do the egg whites, do the guac on the side, and spinach, and kind of just dip into all of them and eat it. It'd be just as good. The guac makes it, I'm telling you. Also too, on my diet, if you like sodas, if you like wine, if you like beer, if you like stuff like that and you're trying to get away from it, try to get yourself into having Perrier or sparkling water or something like that, because it's perfectly fine. And I like it. I get these little tiny cans, and so when I feel like I want something bubbly, this is just excellent. Excellent. And you can get flavored ones. They have like grapefruit and strawberry. I personally just like the straight up plain ones, and I get them nice and cold, and they're just delish. And when we have to go somewhere, we'll usually grab one of these for our car rides. And it's something we enjoy now. We enjoy it, and it's delish. Now that my lipstick is off, sorry about that, guys. Oh, goodness gracious. Anyway, on this diet, I don't have my glasses on, but you can have Dave's Killer Bread. You can have rice cakes, minute oats, hummus, mayo, raw honey, vinaigrette, apple, banana, cherries, strawberries, tomato, chicken breast, cod, pork chop, pork tenderloin, salmon, steak, turkey breast, almond butter, cashew or coconut milk yogurt, egg whites, grass-fed butter, grass-fed butter, yogurt, asparagus, basmati rice, bell peppers, black beans, broccoli, cauliflower, cucumber, guacamole, avocado, mushrooms, onions, spinach, celery stalks, and sweet potatoes. So those are all the things that are approved to eat. And then, what's this? Yeah, same thing. Anyway, those are all the things on the list that you can eat. And I'll have to get the other list. When I get it, I'll share it if you guys are interested. But like I said, I don't have it in front of me. But anyway, make it your own. So take these items, make them your own. And it works. It works. My daughter, one of my daughters did it. She had kind of been porking out. None of my kids are overweight or anything, but she had been kind of porking out a little bit because she goes to her friend's house and they have junk food, and she put on a couple pounds and she wasn't happy about it. So she did this diet with us just for 1 week and she took off, I don't know how many pounds. And so now she's like back where she wants to be. So, if you have just a little bit, try it. If you have a lot like me, try it. It works. So anyway, oh, hi, honey. Here, come say hi. This is my daughter, Kaylee, the one that went to North Carolina for EMT training. And I was just telling her when she got home, I'm like, you know what? So many of my wonderful subscribers kept you in their thoughts and prayers as you were doing your studying there. And so she wanted to say thank you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. That meant the world to me that you guys even thought about me and kept me in your prayers. So it meant the world to me. Thank you guys so much.
I know. I have the best subscribers. I really do.
Yes, you do.
Hi. All right, guys. Well, I know I promised you Easter decor today, and I feel terrible about it. But I've got some kids coming over after school. And yeah, I got to get my groceries put away and do a little straightening up of the house and kick off this weekend. And I'm just going to relax. I can't wait. Anyway, next week, come back and see me. I will have lots in store for you. I will make it up to you. I promise. We're gonna decorate till we drop next week. It's on. All right, guys, and I know my last many videos, I have not really had a chance to comment to anybody. And I noticed on my last video, because I was talking about how my daughter was so sick and she had gone to the hospital and all that good stuff. Thank you guys for your prayers and your thoughts. I really appreciate it. And I know my daughter definitely did too, so thank you. But in saying that, I know that a lot of you were going through the same thing with either your kids or yourself or spouses or, parents. So I want you guys to know that even though I didn't get a chance to comment, I read the comments, and those who are in poor health or have loved ones that are, I do keep you in my thoughts and my prayers, and I did so all week. And I will continue to do so. And I also saw that a few people had lost loved ones recently, and really my heart goes out to each and every one of you that has lost somebody. You will be in my thoughts and prayers as well. So again, thank you guys for your sweet comments. You guys are the best. I'm just a lousy commenter back. I just am, but I so enjoy your comments, and I can put a face, if you guys have like a little profile picture, I put a face and a name to your comment, and I keep it right here. I really do. You guys are you're all such special people, and I just want you to know that every time you guys stop by and leave me a comment, it really warms my heart. It really does, even when I don't comment. And like I said, for those of you that have shared about yourself or you're going through difficult times, I always keep you in my prayers every day. So I just want you guys to know that. So again, lousy commenter back or responder back, but I do pray for you guys. So Anyway, have a great weekend. Sorry for the boring video. Sorry about that. Anyway, we'll be back to decorating next week for sure, for sure. Have a good one, guys.